Welcome back, everybody.
Morning.
We're back. It's Thursday. We don't usually cruise on Thursday. It's usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But yesterday, Mum and Dad had to go to Shifnal. It's about an hour away.
Yeah, I had to go to the doctors.
Should we turn our shoelaces up?
Had to go to the doctors at Shifnal. We've actually managed to get into a doctor's, which is good news, because every time we've tried, oh no, you can't be a temporary patient. So
You guys, the boat coming right round the corner. That was good timing, wasn't it?
yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm going really slow.
He's going so fast. Anyway.
Morning.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Just push us off now, Josh. Well, now I know why the water was moving. Someone was coming down.
Yeah, and it was just right on the corner. They come speeding round.
Yeah. Anyway, what we were saying.
Anyway, we got to the doctors. Yeah, I just got to wait for an appointment. The only way we've done the doctors is put the pub as the address, so we managed to get round it like that, which is good. And we went. They have a Wednesday afternoon. They do bingo, so we done the bingo. Didn't win, and I've made an appointment, so I'm going to get the diabetes and a smear next week. So I'm getting all sorted out, and it's Andy with his heart. With Andy's with a heart condition, he hadn't had to see the doctor for about 3 years, and they only do a phone call first in 2 weeks' time. So, and then we have to go from there. But main thing is we've got a doctor's. And there's a few black clouds over there.
Very black clouds.
So I think we're
yeah,
actually
pissed down all day yesterday. It was complete contrast.
Oh God, yeah.
Then Tuesday was a lovely day, and then
Tuesday, I even got my seat out and read my book in the sunshine.
it's such a busy spot here, though, guys.
Oh yeah.
Licorice was almost killed
Yeah, by a dog.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The dog was off the lead, and Dad shouted at him. He said, "Put your effing dog on the lead." He said, "Don't swear at me." He started having a massive go at Dad.
Yeah.
Big confrontation. Yeah,
So I just
lovely stress-free.
I stuck my head out and said, "We've had a cat killed by a dog."
Oh, well, so have I.
That's not his reason to be aggressive. And he starts shouting. I said, "Who's getting aggressive now?"
It's not his reason to be aggressive. I think it is. I mean, we've had enough of it.
And it's funny because I woke up yesterday morning, looked out, and he's walking by. But he did put his dog on a lead when the signs were, because his wife pointed out that there's no signs, he goes. And his wife pointed out that there was 2 signs.
Must be blind.
So, and then when we come back from shopping and from the day out, me and Andy, we saw him again.
Up. Yeah. Coincidental bullshit, I call it.
So we're out anyway, we're out off this. It's so busy here, isn't it, Josh?
We're surrounded by towns and villages all around us. They all come down to the walk.
It's funny because I looked on and looked out of curiosity. The quietest canal is meant to be this one, but
I think
maybe they mean on the boats, not foot.
No, it's definitely not the quietest canal. It's probably like Chesterfield. Anyway, we're heading to Leek branch today. Going to go to the end of the Leek branch, turn around, and then we're going to moor hopefully on or near Hazlehurst aqueduct, because you can moor on the offside there. So
hopefully, fingers crossed. Might not be so busy.
Yeah, we can more on the offside, and we won't get so many dogs and walkers and everything.
2 Canadian geese
Walking by.
And
if it's a nice weekend, yeah, another lift bridge. If it's a nice weekend, we can even sit on the towpath and not be disturbed.
Yeah, hopefully.
So yeah, I think there's 5 locks, and I think 7 miles to the end of Leek branch, but then another 3 or something to get back. So yeah, we've even thought about turning around.
Yeah,
we've had such a bad start experience on it.
It's so shallow, but the water levels have gone up. We had so much rain yesterday. Water levels have gone up a bit.
Gone right up. I don't know why. It's a canal. It shouldn't go up. Anyway, let's get going. It's talking enough.
Enjoy the
It really does look like it's going to piss down, doesn't it? But I'm happy to say that this rain shower did actually miss us. Now we reach Stockton Brook Locks, a flight of 4 locks that takes us up 41 feet. But when we saw that other boat, we believed the locks would be on our side, but how stupid were we? They're never on our side, are they? They must have been moored at the bottom of the flight, and a boat must have come up yesterday. Or a boat was moored at the bottom of the flight and came up this morning. Who knows? That grand building in the background is Stockton Brook Pumping Station, built for the Staffordshire Pottery Water Board and commissioned in 1884. It had a pair of rotative Hafron Davy differential pumping engines, and in 1936 the steam engines were replaced by electric pump. The station has now been sold privately but still retains some of the old machinery inside. As you can see, this is an old railway. This was the Stoke to Leek line, which was part of the North Staffordshire Railway network and was authorised in 1854. And I believe it survived the Beeching Acts, and that's why the railway lines are still here. It was used up until 1988 for freight trains to reach the quarries at Caldon. But one day soon, trains should be coming along this line, as in 2021 it was granted 50 grand for the Restore Your Railways fund. As you can see, the water level should be about a foot higher than it actually is. I'm not sure what caused this, but the pound is very, very short, so that might be the reason. But to be honest with you, I'm surprised we're not grounding with the water being this low and the canal being as shallow as it is. So the Caldon Canal was completed in December 1778 and was built by the Trent and Mersey Canal Company. And the reason for its construction was to carry limestone from the rich quarries down in the Staffordshire moors. It also has quite a lot of lime kilns along its route, as you'll come to see. This little island in the middle here used to be the swivel point for an old swing bridge that was once here. That dead ahead is as close as it comes to a marina on the Caldon Canal, and it's Stoke-on-Trent Cruising Club. It's a private little cruising club marina. I say little because all the boats in there are quite small, like sub 50 foot. That little island there is actually the former Endon Basin, which was built in 1904, and is where the limestone brought from the quarries could be transshipped to boats. Well, here's the facilities point. Rubbish, water, Alsan, pump out. Pretty sure there's even showers. Well, there's 3 water points here, but it is one of the slowest that we've ever used on the network. It took us about an hour to fill up. So, we're finally done at the water point.
Oh, it took
It's one of the slowest
ages. About an
ever.
hour, didn't it, John?
Yeah.
Ages.
But just as we got here, those guys in front turned up, and then another boat turned up, and then another one, and
It's
then
funny
another one.
because we haven't seen hardly any all morning, and then they all turn up on the water point.
There's 3 water points. A guy managed to just get in behind us, so, but yeah, it was really slow. It took us an hour to fill. We
had lunch, though.
Yeah, had lunch.
Put another load of washing on.
Yeah, we're heading to Leek now. The guys in front of us are heading to Leek as well. So yeah, the weather's keeping all right.
All right, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We've spoken now, Josh. That's it.
All right, let's go. They put a new bridge over there, there's graffiti on. There's the old railway line, as you can see. I believe it's a public footpath too. This canal is really starting to get quite beautiful now, and I'm glad we carried on. And this is Hazlehurst Junction, which is where the Leek branch comes off of the main line of the canal. There's currently a bridge being rebuilt down at the bottom of the flight, which is costing the CRT $2.5 million. Bridge 37 literally collapsed. Luckily no one was involved in that, but they've had to rebuild it, and that's heavily restricted the locks. I believe they started last September and it's not going to be finished till this August. But luckily, starting on the 5th of April, they've allowed boats to come through in 2 1-hour time slots throughout the day. One at 9 AM to 10 AM and one at 1:30 PM to 2:30 PM. But first, we're going to do the Leek branch. In 1796, the Trent Mersey Canal Company wanted to build a reservoir at Rudy Yard to improve the situation with the lack of water on the main line, and the Leek branch was in the bill for that, as it was the only way to obtain consent of the Leek authorities and landowners for the reservoir. But the bill was defeated in Parliament, after which the Peak Forest Canal, of all canal companies, proposed to build a branch of their canal from Marple to Leek to join the Caldon branch. What a shame that never happened, eh? But the plan was short-lived, as the Trent Mersey succeeded in getting their bill passed. I kind of feel bad that it went through though. I would have preferred the other canal. It's one hell of a dog leg. This is where we plan to moor, on the left side, just past the aqueduct here. As you can see below, that's the main line of the Caldon Canal, and we go over the top of it. And there's another aqueduct here that takes us over the old railway.
I've been. Sorry.
You can just see the old main line down there, the top of people's boats.
Where? Oh, cool. 977. Couple of dips.
It looks like they've just done that paving there.
Well, we come to expect this sort of thing now, so what can you do about it? Well, we're approaching the end of the beautiful Leek branch now, which actually did go into Leek, and there used to be a basin there, but that was filled in the 1950s to allow for the Barnesfield Road Industrial Estate to be built. Another little fact here is that when the future of the Harecastle Tunnel was unknown, and it was thought that they might have to close it because of subsidence from mining, they were actually thinking of building a bypass from Bosley Locks on the Macclesfield Canal to the Leek branch to get around Harecastle Tunnel. Now unfortunately, because that Leek basin was built over, the canal terminates shortly after this, and the winding hole is only 45 foot, so you have to turn at this full length winding hole if you're above 45 foot. But quite frustratingly, there was a boat moored in the winding hole, which was going to cause a problem with us because of the length of the boat. And here's what it turned. We did eventually manage to turn around and headed back 3 miles to Hazlehurst Aqueduct, where we could moor on the offside. Well, we are moored up in one of our favourite spots, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a lovely spot because it's on the offside.
Yeah.
Offside mooring is like my favourite thing.
And that's
can't get any better than that.
the canal.
Yeah, that's the main line down there, we can see from here.
Yeah.
I've seen boats moored here on the satellite imagery, and people who've taken images of street view here. Boats have been moored here, and I thought it was going to be like a full up, but no one's here. Except for the other side.
There's 2 over that side.
Just one day mooring.
One day mooring,
But you can moor here for 2 weeks if you want, there's no signs. But it's definitely owned by CRT because you can get round by the bridge, there's no private signs or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So it is owned by the CRT.
The old railway's down there. The one where
Lovely
we
spot.
came
Absolutely
past
lovely.
on the locks.
Beautiful view, great solar. I don't know about the internet, probably not very good. I've heard it isn't very good around here.
We've got 4 days here as well, so I'm sure one of our internet will be okay. We've got about 3 to choose from, so.
But yeah, hopefully we can park in the Holly Bush Inn, which is just down there, and then we can right down there, walk along the canal main line, up the stairs, and then over that bridge and around here. Yeah, we're going to be moored here till probably Tuesday, because Dad's working Monday, because it's Easter Monday, and we get all that out of the way. It's going to be really busy, really busy. It's just a shame that the heritage line doesn't come down here, because we could see the steam train go by.
Yeah, it's lovely, wasn't it?
It doesn't go this far. Anyway, yeah, as you saw, we had a bit of a struggle turning around, because there was a boat moored on the winding hole, so that caused problems. It's right for anyone else, but 70-foot boats.
I did say to him, didn't I, that we're 70 foot, we're going to have a problem.
Again, Dad's rod went in the canal.
God.
It was just hanging on by the string, so I managed to pull that out, luckily.
Lost a line and a float, so it's funny because we always pick up lines and floats when people do that, and yeah, we've just done it.
That's from fishermen.
Oh, that's from
casting
fishing,
in the trees, man.
The Leek branch is beautiful.
Yeah, it was. I absolutely loved it.
Windy, but lovely.
Beautiful, lovely woodland, and then you go into the hills, and there's the Leek tunnel, which is really nice. Yeah, we're gonna moor here for about 4 days, and we'll see you Tuesday, guys. We're gonna walk back 4 miles now. So we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.